Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Head, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion. Your host, Hunter. Welcome back to the Baseball Head 2, and hopefully you like this video. And hit that subscribe button. So we're going to talk about in this video all the players that are still out there in terms of trades, in terms of free agents. There are some interesting free agents still out there on the market. And before we get into this video, I got to let you know that I had a Facebook account with the Baseball Head, and it got hacked the other day, and I need people to go back in there and follow it again. So I'll put the link in the description of this video with the new account. And taking a couple, I started the other day, but I'm sort of quiet here on Saturday with it, but the content's going to be cranking up pretty good as usual there. But please go in there and follow me on Facebook. I'll have live streams there and with all different kinds of stuff like I was doing. But here are the players that have signed, that were traded, and there have been some major moves here, particularly with the New York Mets, surprisingly, which is good. It was a good thing that the Mets did this offseason. But anyway, let's go to the top. Top of this list is Kyle Tucker. Where did he go? Well, it's funny you should ask. Went to the Dodgers, signed a 40-year deal, has got opt-outs. The Polar Bear. Well, I know one thing. It is colder here than it is in Antarctica, or in the North Pole. It is cold here in New York. Oh my God! It is like what, 9 degrees? 9 degrees. And Pete Alonso is now with the Orioles, signed a 5-year deal. Mets did not want to give him more than 3 or 4 years, and they were going to put him as a DH. He's going to be playing first with the Orioles. The Orioles are a good young team. They've been needing some guys. They need a big bat in the middle of that lineup, and hopefully they'll get some pitching. Edwin Diaz signed the Dodgers. He said he wanted there because he wanted to win, but the reality is that he got more money from the Dodgers. Next up on this list is Dylan Cease. He signed very early in the offseason with the Blue Jays, a 7-year deal, a lot of money. One of the big pitchers on the market that's still out there is Zach Gallen. But the thing about Gallen is he's got a qualifying offer. So I think that's kind of holding back his market a little bit. Framber Valdez signed with the Tigers the other day. And a shocker throughout all Major League Baseball, and really throughout all the sort of YouTubers, including myself. We didn't have them on that bingo card. Bo Bichette signed with the New York Mets, another shocker. That came seemingly out of nowhere. Cody Bellinger signed with the Yankees. Ranger Suarez signed with the Red Sox. The Red Sox were very active this offseason. Kyle Schwarber re-signed with the Phillies. Yutaka Murakami signed with the White Sox. Jeff McNeil got traded to the Sacramento A's. The hell they are. Brendan Donovan got traded to the Rangers. We got a whole bunch of pitchers that did not get moved. David Peterson, Sandy Alcantara, Joe Ryan, Logan Gilbert did not get moved. Merrill Kelly went back to the Diamondbacks. Chris Bassett is still out there. Interestingly enough, no qualifying offer. Alex Bregman signed with the Cubs. Michael Conforto is still out there. Lucas Giolito is still out there. Trent Grissom re-signed with the Yankees on a qualifying offer. Rhys Hoskins is still out there. I think he'll sign pretty good. And of course, we're a few days away from pitchers and catchers. Michael King re-signed with the Padres. Nick Martinez is still a free agent. Emilio Pagan went back to the Reds. Jorge Polanco signed with the Mets. Had a good postseason. JT Realmuto stayed with the Phillies. Tarek Skubal is not going to get moved. He won his arbitration case, but they're all in on trying to win that division again and try to get to the World Series. Luis Robert Jr. got traded to the Mets. Robert Suarez signed with the Braves. Eugenio Suarez went back to the Reds. He's played many years with the Reds, and he's going to be playing for Terry Francona. Josh Naylor went back to the Mariners on a 5-year deal. Luis Ariz signed with the Giants, 3-time batting title champion. Might be the softest batting title champion in the history of baseball. No power, no doubles power, and the batting averages aren't that high. It's amazing. Brandon Woodruff stayed with the Brewers. Freddie Peralta in a big trade got traded to the New York Mets. Shane Bieber stayed with the Blue Jays. Devin Williams signed with the Mets. Jack Flaherty and Gleyber Torres re-signed with the Tigers. Ryan Helsley signed with the Orioles. Luke Weaver signed with the Mets. That's going to have a rather interesting bullpen. Kazuma Okamoto signed with the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays had a very good offseason as well. Mackenzie Gore got traded to the Rangers. Brendan Donovan got traded to the Mariners. We were hearing that for a while. Mitch Keller is still out there. Couldn't be moved. Sonny Gray got traded to the Red Sox. This one's Pablo Lopez did not get traded. I think he'll be traded before the deadline. Pete Fairbanks signed with the Marlins. Brendan Lowe signed with the Pirates. There's all kinds of talks that, well, yeah, Brady might get moved because the Red Sox are looking to make a trade. Keep an eye on Isaac Paredes. He could be getting moved and going to the Red Sox. Taylor Ward signed with got traded to the Orioles, Next up is Adolis Garcia, signed with the Phillies. Jonah Heim, not signed with anybody. Al Baum could be moved, who knows. Randy Arozarena has not signed with anybody, surprisingly. C.J. Abrams, there's talk that he could get traded. There's talk, there's talk that Mark Vientos could get traded to the Pirates. Brett Beatty as well, we'll see. Luis Angel Acuna got traded to the White Sox and Luis Robert Jr. trade. Wilson Contreras, I'm sorry. He got traded from the Cardinals to the Red Sox. Tatsuya Amai signed with the Astros. Shota Aminaga signed with the Cubs. Re-signed with the Cubs. Brad Keller went to the Phillies. Hai-Sung Kim went to the Braves. Then he got hurt. Ryan O'Hearn signed with the Pirates. The Pirates are going to be much better this year. They brought in some offense, which they haven't had. And they're going to be trying to compete for that division, I would think, with their pitching. Rocio Iglesias went back to the Braves. Harrison Bader signed with the Giants. Zach Littell's still out there. Justin Verlander and Max Scherzer are still free agents. I think Verlander's going to sign soon. These older guys, you want to get into have a full spring training. You don't want to miss any time. Tyler Rogers signed with the Blue Jays. Ketel Marte, there was all kinds of talks that he might get traded, but he's not getting traded. Edward Cabrera got traded to the Cubs. There was talk that maybe Christian Walker could get moved from the Astros. Spencer Jones' name came up. Kodai Senga's name came up in trades, but the Mets were not happy with some of the things that were being proposed. So he got pulled back in the trade market. Yu Darvish is a question mark dot underneath the question as to what's going on with him because of the fact that there's a thought that he wants to retire. Sure, he had a contract after 3 years off on the contract. He had major elbow surgery. I don't know. Wanted Peralta could moved. The Padres are always up to something. So you never know. Kona Takahashi, I think, went back to Japan. We didn't hear anything about him. Joey Lucchese is still a free agent. Jose Castillo got tendered. Max Kranick and Danny Young, all the Mets got non-tendered. Colin Holderman signed with the Guardians. Christopher Morel signed with the Marlins. The Daniel Lowe's out there. Chris Brubeck of the Royals could get moved. The Mets were mentioning a deal. I don't think they're going to move him. Cole Reagans is out there. Seth Lugo was talk that he could get moved. Michael Wacha as well. Lars Nootbaar could get moved now that they've made so many moves. He could be the next veteran player that could get moved. The Mets were mentioned, but after they signed Bichette, I don't think that's going to happen now. Noah Arenado got traded to the Diamondbacks. Nobody was really expecting the Diamondbacks to make that deal. Trevor McGill, he could get traded. We'll see. Josh Bell signed with the Twins, and Miguel Andujar signed with the Padres. So these are some of the moves that have happened, and there are other moves that I don't have here that aren't on my list. There's plenty of players out there. So many players that are free agents. So many players that are still on the trade market. And this is Saturday, and as you know, Tuesday, Wednesday is when spring training begins for the teams, and whether we'll have pitchers and catchers, and maybe that'll make us feel like it's getting closer to spring, even though we're in the middle of this Antarctic blast. It's going to be cold on Sunday for the Super Bowl. It's a good thing they're not playing here and up in New York or in the Northeast. You know, the way that weather is. And just think, I live on Long Island. I don't live upstate. You know, upstate's even worse, I'm sure. But you let me know what you think about this video. And of course, again, please go into the link in this description. Go check out the link that's in this description. I have my Facebook account, my new one on there. Please follow me on there. And thank you for watching. I'll see you later.